timings, perfect timings for the fruits, the vegetables, right? And each place have their unique products. Like in Assam, you get certain crops that are not available outside. In North India, you get something. Apple, you get in where you get apple. Trust me. Can you do apple here? Can you do apple farming? So like this, the perfect climatic conditions, the perfect composition of chemicals in the soil, the perfect fruits or the crops having significant vitamins and minerals that will be required for our body. Someone has planned it very ingeniously and have provided it to us. So it has not happened by chance. So, like there is a machine, strength of materials, we studied about it. Universal testing machine. So if somebody tells you that it has come by chance, will you believe this? Universal testing machine. How many of you think that that machine has come by chance? Okay. Have you ever heard of a lathe machine? Very complicated machine. Okay. Okay, let's come to more simple. Drilling machine. Yes. Everyone knows drilling machine. Anyone here doesn't know what is drilling machine? Okay. So it has come by chance, or somebody has designed and manufactured and made it possible. Someone is there behind the drilling machine. So similarly, there are so many wonderful creations in the nature. Like our nature is perfectly a symbiotic system. A symbiotic system means where if there are two industries, A and B, the waste product of A will be used as raw material for B, and the waste product for B will be used as raw material for A. There is no loss. Okay. No wastage. So, have you seen a system, the nature, where we are giving out carbon dioxide, plants are recirculating, they are giving us oxygen, we are taking. So, such a perfect balance. So, you see, with only 4 amino acids, adenine, uracil, thymine, guanine, with this 4 composition, the human DNA is composed to more than 2 billion population in this world, and everyone has this 4 amino acids that is making their DNA structure in different ways. So somebody is there who has perfectly made the systems, the events that will be possible for us to sustain in this planet. Like oxygen is provided, minerals are given, water is given, soil is given so that you can cultivate and make house. There is favorable climatic condition. Someone has made it very intelligent. And if you see from the research like I was sharing, the earth goes even 1 millimeter far from sun, it becomes ice ball, and comes 1 millimeter close to sun, it becomes glacier. So someone has placed this planet in its perfect condition. So that same entity, that same person is the mastermind behind this mysterious universe. So basically, we depend on 3 kinds of pramanas, evidences to verify something. Most of the time we use anuman. Anuman means guessing. So if there is some sound, some blast sound happen outside, so you will first think that okay, there should be some tire puncture. Somebody will think that transformer has burst. Somebody will go and check, try to see what exactly happened. So like this, you have lot of guessing tendency. You do anuman. And that benefit the scientists usually take. They tell us in 2000, in 2010, sorry, in 2002, Stephen Hawking, you know Stephen Hawking, when he passed away, or 2016, 18, maybe. Swarup Jati, when did Stephen Hawking pass away? 2011, right? Yes, I think I could recall 2011 or 2018. 2018, 14th of March. 14th March 2018. So 2011, I think 10 years before he passed away, 2010, he said there is no God. And in 2018 or whichever year he died, God said there is no Stephen. So most of the scientists, they challenge that we want to see God. You show us, then we believe. And this is the atheistic mentality. Basically, they are trying to liberate people. And if you ask them that, okay, then how you can make life possible? What is that force that is holding this body? That makes us understand that this body is living and this body is not living. So they say that we are doing some experiments, we are doing some researches, and they give us post-dated checks. And you can never withdraw the money. They will say that we will do in future. We are trying to find out. So one scientist, he did one experiment. And he started doing an experiment that after death also, he can revive a person. And after some time, there was a very great businessman who was having lots of money. It's a real story. He gave the scientist a will that if you can revive me, I'm going to die. If you can revive me, 50% of my property is yours. So he dies after some time. And now, because the will is made in such a way that 50% of the property belongs to the scientist if he can revive the person. And he's already dead. Now his children, his sons are not able to take share. It's not possible. The will is with the scientist. All the papers of documents of the property. And then the sons, they are waiting and this experiment is never coming to an end. Have you ever heard that someone died and is revived with some medicines or some experiments? It's not possible. It's against the law of nature. So now these children, they went to the person, the scientist, and they have said, we'll give you 75%. Stop this experiment. At least let us enjoy the 25% of our father's property. So their father is gone. He's dead and he never became alive, never came out. So his body was kept very nicely with some chemicals stored in a glass container. And then the scientist stopped the experiment because he got no profit. So this is actually the mentality of this so-called scientists of today who don't tell us the reality, the limitations of science. We can find out certain benefits that we have got from science, like we have got in medical field, we have got so many things, so many researchers can find out what is going inside your body with simple X-ray, simple scan. You can do a lot of blood testing and find out what disease is going in your body. But this is not the complete truth. That doesn't mean that there is no God. There is no mastermind. Everything just happened by chance. Big Bang theory. As per them, there was some Big Bang and everything was created. Then in Diwali, lot of bang is happening. And next day you should have at least some small things. At least one pen should come out. from those men, isn't it? At least some small matchbox. So there are three kinds of pramanas that we usually look into to understand the existence of God, the existence of this mastermind. The first is we can start guessing. Right now, the science is using ascending process. Ascending process. We can acquire knowledge with ascending process. You can keep asking questions, you can do lots of experiments, you can keep on going and going and going. This is never ending. Like you want to find out who is your father. This you know. So there is an ascending process. What do you do to find your father? No. Which? Yes, what do you do? DNA, who said DNA? Science. He's a science student. I know him. How many of you go for a DNA test? Very nice. Very genuinely. To find your father, what do you do? DNA test. So many people go for DNA. Will you not go? Science students? I will find your father. Father, sorry. No, how will you find your father? You don't use your father. DNA test. Yes. Many people will go for DNA test. This is the graph of science. 2 billion population of this world. Now you keep doing DNA test. Is it possible, Swarup Jyoti, to finish in this lifetime? Search for your father. Never. Okay, now you say social media, internet, I will put advertisement. My father missing. And those who bring my father back, I will give him 1 crore rupees. Better option than DNA test of 2 billion population. Now you will get so many fathers because everybody needs money. They need 1 crore rupees. They need the reward. So this is ascending process. But there is a descending process. Simple way. Descending. You can go to your mother and ask, who is my father? She will tell you. But it didn't click in your mind. Because our thinking process, our thought process is paternized in such a way. Since our childhood, we have been into a system where we have understood that education means whatever teacher will write in the board, that is truth. I have to copy in my notebook. I have to give the exam, vomit everything, and next day the books will be sold to the Raddiwala. How many of you have saved your class 6 standard, 7th standard, 8th standard, 9th standard books, notebooks? 9. That is for some exam or science standard. But you don't keep. You should give them away. Because you also know that this is not real knowledge. This is only going to give you some comfortable eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. Some comfort in doing these 4 activities. Right. 4 activities that you get. So these are the 4 basic activities that everyone is doing in this world. Even the animals, the insects, the birds, everyone is doing. They're eating, they're sleeping, they're mating, reproducing. Please don't make noise. And they're defending themselves from any calamity, any hazard, anything. You meet a doctor. When you meet a doctor, when you're happy or when you're sick, when you're ill, when you fall sick. So that is why these 4 activities are done by everyone. But we are above these 4 activities. We are not supposed to do only these 4 things. We have some higher purpose and higher goals in our life. So that is why we acquire knowledge through descending process. Because all this ascending process is going to take our lot of time, will drain our lot of energy, efforts, and end of the day, we'll get only dissatisfaction. We'll never get happiness. Like Rutherford, he designed the atom, model of atom. Remember class 9 or 8, it was there. The Neil Bohr's. And then those all theories were rejected. Great scientist. And that time, when he presented the model of atom, people used to believe that atom looks like this, too disturbed. Or somebody presented it like a watermelon, negative ions, positive ions, floating in. Thomson's model of. And then they have put a lot of limitations and then rejected those models of it. So now you see how much dissatisfaction they might have got. After 10 years, they are fully being rejected. Or 20 years, or after a century, they are not even alive. To see that nobody cares about the theory. So similarly, Anuman is a part of ascending process, guessing. Suppose you see a rope, you see something there and you start thinking that whether it's a snake or it's a rope or it's a reptile or it's a lizard, and whole day you're guessing. Is it going to help you? Will you ever come to a proper conclusion? No. So now you try to go a little bit close. This is the second stage. Protection. Seeing or using your senses, knowledge acquiring senses to understand what it is. So when you see the sun, it looks like a disk, right? When you try to see the sun. But how much big is the sun? Is it like this much? What we see? It's even bigger than the earth. So sometimes you see a rope or think it as a snake, and still you have went much closer to it, and you're still thinking that it's a snake. And when you touch, you come to know, no, this was. So most of the time, this protection Anuman can become wrong, can give us wrong results. It's not always correct. Sometimes it may happen in some cases, in some conditions. These two pramans, these two way of establishing the evidence of proving something will become correct. Like sometimes you see the traffic police stops you and keeps the whole GS road vacant and lot of cars are going, you know. Who is going? Huh? Yeah, who is that VIP? Huh? Mama. So okay, somebody says CM, but is it possible that some governor going? Prime Minister going? Okay. Some delegate from G20 going? Possible? Possible, no? Now it's possible when G20 was happening. So now you don't know, so you keep on guessing that maybe the CM has just passed from there. Maybe Narendra Modi has come to Assam. Maybe. But you'll get confirmation when it will flash on the news channel. The yesterday Modi visited Mati. Then you'll believe or you'll not believe. There is a third praman. Shabda. Shabda praman means referring to a bona fide authority to acquire the knowledge. Like at present, the news channels, the newspapers, social media, they are deviating people, deviating the population in huge scale. We even don't know. Whatever comes in the newspaper, we blindly believe. We blindly think that it is true. Sometimes they put the college, I don't know how many of you have experience, but I have in my life, 100% placement. And you took admission in that college and you never got a placement. Now, when you got into the college, after you paid the semester fees, the admission fees, everything is given. Then the senior started telling you that why you took admission in this college. Last year से एक ही company आया है, वो भी किसको hire नहीं किया. So it happens on. But in the newspaper it was given 100% placements. And even they write a lot of things about people, public figures, this, that, but everything is not true. So, but people believe because they know that, okay, these newspapers, these news channels are bona fide. You think, like if they tell you that Narendra Modi came, suppose GY365, news channel in Assam, they are telling you that Narendra Modi came in Guwahati. You will believe, right? You believe or not believe? You will. So, we believe things, informations which are received from a bona fide source. Similarly, to understand who is the mastermind behind this mysterious universe, we need to approach a bona fide authority, bona fide source. We cannot speculate. Winter is going on, summer will come. Somebody is there who is switching on a very childish reason, sunrise and sunset, day and night. Right, day and night happens. Somebody switch on the light, somebody switch on the light, day and night. So people speculate a lot of things. They keep on giving their own theories. Then they think that, okay, my theory is not very perfect. Sorry, the other person's theory is not very perfect. My theory is perfect, so I should promote it. So they write a lot of books, they write a lot of theses, they write a lot of novels, a lot of articles, forums, pages, lot of things, lot of posts. And we are easily bewildered reading them, we are easily deviated from the right source of knowledge. So that is why we should understand that somebody is there who is controlling everything, under whose direction, time to time, things are happening. Like we are growing old or we are becoming young. True or false? We are becoming young day by day or we are growing old. Growing old. So when you ask a 5-year old boy, what is your age? He will say 5 years old. We will not say 5 years young. I have turned 5 years young. No, I have turned 5 years old. And at the age of 85 also, I have turned 85 years old. So this is a law of nature. Aging. We are aging every day. Right? In biological science, they say that 75 million cells of our body change every month. Our appearance change every day, but we don't understand because it's every day. But a person sees you after 5 years, it's change your life changed so much. I do not recognize it. So this happens or not? So everything is changing without any due permission. When you are tired at night time, you go to bed, you don't remember that what time you slept. You slept at sharp 11, you slept at 11:15, 30 seconds, or you slept at 10:30, you don't remember the time. Have you ever remembered, noted down that yesterday I slept at 10:30? No, you remember the time you went to your bed, but when you fall asleep, you never remember. Why is it so? What is the answer to this question? Why we don't remember when we fall asleep? So this is arrangement of nature. If you are able to remember when you sleep, you will be able to also remember what happened throughout the day with you. All the anxieties, all the stress, everything. And that way you will not be able to sleep. Your body will not get proper rest. Your body will not function. It will become diseased after some time. So by the arrangements of nature, we human beings, not only we human beings, all the living entities are designed in such a way that we don't remember when we are going to sleep. when we will sleep, we can never note down, keep the track of the time. Maybe some other person that's sitting behind us. He also cannot give you the exact time. So that is the arrangement of the mastermind who has facilitated us everything. You know, all the nutritions, all the vitamins, everything is there. Do you feel thirsty? If you take ice cream, you take Sprite, you take Coca-Cola, you thirsty will go. You try everything. You know. What do you need? Water. The water will do, none of them can do. Maza, Fanta, thumbs up. So in their TV channels, they show you Red Bull gives you wings. Where are the wings? People believe, they think. And such, they're disgusting. They're only selling poisons. And they're happily paying lots of money. They're not very much happy conscious. So that is why we, from the Vedic scriptures, the knowledge which is coming down since time immemorial, in a proper teacher-student succession, we call it as Guru Shishya Parampara. In our Vedic times, we call it Vedic times because for a few centuries we had Gurukul system where students will go and learn everything from the Guru, stay at his ashram. Very Vedic teachings. You know, you will be expert in a lot of skills. Now they give you 5 subjects. They used to have 24 subjects. More than 64 subjects. So you even don't know the amount of intelligence those people used to have. So most of the time we underestimate our Vedic knowledge and take shelter of this modern knowledge which only diverts us towards sense gratification. Sense gratification means only this much. Eating, sleeping, mating, and depending. Not much beyond this. We're not doing anything extra. So you're not doing something extra. You're only just enjoying, trying to satisfy your senses limitlessly. And end of the day, you are so frustrated. You have lost all your money. You have given everything. Your career is compromised. Everything is gone. And you are left with nothing. You went with your friends to that particular club. You played one round of casino, gambling. And now your friend doesn't go much, but you go every day. And all your semester fees are now in that club. You've made that person rich. And it is a real story in every house. Everyone. Taking the, wrong means that having this malpractice of intoxication, gambling, then ganja, drugs. So somehow the modern education, this modern education, which tells you 100% placement, it gives you placement in such fields, rehabilitation centers, cancer hospitals, liver transplant operation theaters. You see young boys that day I went to Apollo Hospital. I saw 26 years old boy needs a liver transplantation. So much he has got fuel inside him. Diesel, petrol, whatever. So human beings are not meant to be like animals. These things, animals also. You take a nice chappan bhoga, kheer, gajar ka halwa, roti, sabji, saag, paneer, malai kofta, everything in front of a tiger. Offer him. What the tiger will do? You eat? No. He eats meat. What? Evening you. You take to a goat, you take to a cow, some bones, some flesh, some eggs, some non-veg stuff. They will not eat. But we are so much deviated from our tradition, from our culture, from our ethics. We are practicing something which we are not meant to do. You see, the animals like tiger, hyenas, leopards, cheetahs, they come out at night time. Even lions. Why they come out at night time? What they do in the dark? Hunt. What is your name? Ayush. Ayush, very intelligent. Hunting. That's right. They come out at night time for hunting. They have the ability to see at night. They have this capacity. Our eyes have the capacity to see only 7 lambda to 7 million lambda of light. It can enter inside our eyes at a time. And through our ears, how much you can hear? 20,000. This everyone knows. Very nice. So you don't need to go to a ENT doctor. So don't use headphones. So you see, all the senses have limitations, right? They have some limitations, some range. And similar to this, animals have this limitation. They can see at dark also. They have also some scale. You see their jaw. Does it matches with us? The jaw of a tiger, lion matches with us. You see their intestine. It's very short. Very, very short. The digestive system is very short. They take this meat and they have to evacuate it quickly because meat cannot be kept inside body for a long time. It may cause some other diseases. And they are taking their time, so that is why they are made in such a way. So they are called carnivores. Herbivores, cows, goats, they go from night time hunting, grazing grass. No. They go at daytime. They go in daytime. They are sattvic, in mode of goodness. They go at daytime. These animals, they don't leak water, they sip water. We sip or we leak water. How you drink water? How many of you leak? You sip water. So similarly, if you see most of the features, the characteristics match with herbivorous animals. So these things are very scientific. In our future sessions, we can more elaborately discuss about all these types and figures. So I would like to request all of you to kindly join this program, Journey of Self-Discovery, which we have started. And I think today is the second session, in one session. Last Sunday we did one session. So it is very important that we try to understand that who is the ultimate creator, the ultimate designer, the supreme mind behind everything, under whose control everything is happening. That's not me. My ego may say that I am doing everything. I am the doer. This is my ego. Most of the time we are very happy to take the credits. If a teacher, if you are in a project, in a group of 4 persons or 2 persons, most of the time you can read it very easily. We are in a group of 2 persons, you did some project, some assignment, the teacher appreciated very much. You did hard work, but your friend got all the credit. How you will feel? You'll feel bad, right? So this is your tendency. And sometimes, if the opposite happened, he did all the hard work, is well appreciated. How do you feel? Won't you feel bad for your friend? You feel very happy. Wow, I'm getting, without doing anything, I'm getting so much credit. आज तो बहुत अच्छा दिन है, लक खुल गया. So like this, the credits we are always ready to take, and the discredits we always try to escape. This is our nature. Because we don't want to give credit to anyone, we are very selfish. And similarly, because we are not grateful, we are grateful. We are not grateful, we don't have gratitude. Understand? We don't have gratitude, we don't appreciate others. And because we have this tendency of not appreciating, not glorifying, not being grateful, we also don't give the credit to this mastermind who has created, who has facilitated, who has designed this universe so comfortably, so intelligently. We are destroying. Basically, all our actions are meant to destroy the nature. Still, the nature is totally. In America, there are so many holes in the ozone layer. Still, people have not stopped, closed down their factories. In India also, now, so much pollution, global warming, no rain, drought, so many parts. So you see that we are not grateful, we cannot appreciate, and then we complain when we get some sufferings, when we get some problems, because every action says equal and opposite reactions, and when we get the reactions, we complain, very easily forgetting that what we did in our past. What wrong things we have done, forget. And then when we get the reactions, we blame God, and when God doesn't listen to our prayers and complaints are not answered, then we become atheist. And we actually don't know what it is. It's just like a fashion. There's Salman Khan made one movie, Tere Naam. So everybody became Tere Naam after that. After the release of the movie. All the hairstyles are like. Then in some movie, he wore a respect blue locket, some chain, and everybody started buying it. Nagpur ki fancy version is so people follow these things like fashion. They think that I am also like, this person in the television who is fooling me. So I become fool very easily. So that is why we become great fool, not grateful. You have to understand the difference between two. Write down. Grateful and grateful. So if you don't become grateful, you have to become grateful. And a grateful will never appreciate. He will always be blind. He will be never inquiring about the reality. He will never try to approach things through Shabda Praman, through the authority. He will always keep on guessing. He will always keep on believing that his senses are perfect. He is a strong person. Whatever he sees, he will believe that. Okay, so seeing is not actually believing, because your eyes, your ears, your nose, your tongue, everything has some limitation. You cannot perceive the complete, the perfect with imperfect, right? If you have a 30 centimeter scale, can you measure a 30 feet long thing? No, you can't measure. Your scale is limited. So that is why we should be appreciating. We should learn how to appreciate. Then we can actually understand the position of this mastermind, who is none other than the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Krishna, as mentioned in our video. So even in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is mentioned, Aham Sarvasya Prabhu, Matta Sarva Prabhu. Everything emanates from me. I am the origin of everything. And everything annihilates me as well. So he is the supreme creator. In Bhagavad Gita, I'm telling you, which is the ultimate object. Have you ever heard about somebody who sold Bhagavad Gita in kilo bhav to Radhiwala? No. There is a perfect knowledge. Nobody will ever do that. Ones who have ever read Bhagavad Gita will not do this. They are still very stupid. who said Bhagavad Gita in Radhi Bhava. It's a priceless gift by the Lord for us, for the conditioned soul who are in ignorance. Millions and millions of people are misguiding you, deviating you. In the name of education, they make a lot of promises. In the name of career, they make a lot of promises. In the name of abroad studies, they take you, they do business with you, they exploit you. They exploit your youth, they exploit your whole life. Who made this system? Education. ABCD, 1, 2, 3, 4, algebra, trigonometry, this is success. Who made all this? Humans. These are not Vedic things. The Lord has not given us these things. Humans have given. And then He will give you a job. You do some bachelor degree, you get a job, 1,000, 1,000 rupees, more or less, 14,000 rupees, and work like a donkey. The donkey is ready, ignorant. He doesn't want to work. So some carrot is put in front of him. And he will run from this carrot and hold that donkey will work. He will take all the loads that belong to him or others. And that is how the Dholi, the cloth washer will do everything with him. All the work will be done through the donkey. And the donkey is thinking, one day I will get this carrot. All of us are dreaming, one day I will become successful. What is the definition of success for us? Sitting very peacefully, happy life. In television, you see, family sitting now, Mataji Namaste, Pitaji Namaste, Pai Lagu, and then drinking tea, coffee together, and very much cordial relationship, loving relationship, happy endings. We see this, we pay a lot of money to see these happy ending movies. We don't know the next part, what is going to happen. We believe this is life. This is the truth. And we put all our efforts to reach that position. Happy. I want to become happy. I want to become successful. We keep on running on this rat race. Srila Prabhupada mentioned a nice book is there, Civilization and Transcendence. He mentioned that a dog is running in 4 legs and we are running in 4 wheels. No difference. 4 wheels and 4 legs. Both of them are running for same purpose, sense gratification, to enjoy the senses. There is no difference. So that is why I don't become grateful. Try to remain grateful to Lord for whatever you have got and read Bhagavad Gita. Then you'll understand that who is the mastermind behind this mysterious universe. How Krishna is giving everything for us. He is facilitating everything for us. All the things are provided. The elephant is taking 1 ton of food daily. He is not putting any tie, he is not taking any degree, he is not going to any MNC for a job. Who is supplying? Who is supplying? Not only one elephant. Millions of elephants are getting their food daily. So like this, we have to understand that somebody is there who is arranging for us and we have to depend, have to rely on that particular person. And he is no other than Krishna himself. Because not somebody guessed that maybe Krishna is there. Because not somebody has seen, oh, Krishna is there. Yes, someone has seen, but why will believe even if someone has seen? Srila Prabhupada was asked that have you seen God? Have you seen Krishna? Srila Prabhupada is the founder of ISKCON. You see his name, just entering the temple. You see in your left side, founder of ISKCON. Somebody asked him that have you seen Krishna? Srila Prabhupada said, even if I have seen, now I will show you. You are not qualified. You don't have the eyes. Like you see the micro things, you see with microscope. The distant things you see with telescope. You need medium every time. Even you cannot see your back, you need the help of a mirror. Right? Like you are using these glasses to see things clearly. You need a medium to acquire knowledge. So to acquire God, how can you just perceive Him with your imperfect senses? So Prabhupada said that, how can I show you? Even if I have. So that is why we should not depend on guessing. We should not depend on our senses that I will see and I will believe. No, seeing is not believing. Seeing is not believing. Whatever you see is not always right. So don't wait for seeing. But you can see with the help of knowledge. Pratyaksha. Shabda. knowledge, Shastra. You can read Bhagavad Gita, go back to your home, find out the truth. This human life is given to you this time, this opportunity will not come. Maybe, or may not be, we don't know. So that is why don't waste time. At least in your lifetime, how many of you feel that at least once I should read Bhagavad Gita in this life? How many of you think that at least once in lifetime I should read Bhagavad Gita? This is answer. Genuinely. If you don't think, no problem. So that is why go and start it today. Then your all confusions will be clear. Now people are cheating you. You will be not cheated once you have read Bhagavad Gita. You come out of this illusion. You come out of all the confusions. You get the answers of all the questions which you are asking every day. Nobody is answering. And you are thinking that, oh, thoda sa kar lenge to ho jaye. Little bit better if I do. Okay, things will be okay. A little bit, just little bit. And whole life is gone for this little bit. So don't waste. We are young, we have enough potency to see, to understand, good intelligence, while studying in your respective institutions. Some of you are working, some of you are doing some coaching or whatever you want. Give some time, at least half an hour, 15 minutes, 10 minutes at least, minimum 10 minutes. In less than 10 minutes, our mind will also not focus. So at least 10 minutes, we give Bhagavad Gita. And read Bhagavad Gita, reflect in your life, try to understand that who is this mastermind. Shastra is telling the scriptures are like the mother. I was telling, who will tell us who is my father? Mother. How many of you still believe in DNA test? So mother will tell us who is my father. So go to your mother, go to the scriptures and ask, who is God? From where I have come? What is the purpose of my life? And where I am going? And once you have the answers, you will be able to practically experience that how it is the absolute truth. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. If you have any questions, you can ask. You can also give some insights.
No, you can answer the question. You can ask some question to him. A lot of questions to be asked, So he's actually raised one of points. So in this respect, whatever you guessed, whatever you could understand, you can ask the question. It will be more clear. Your vision will be more clear.
Any questions? Yeah. Sorry, what is your name?
My name is Deep Jyotinath.
Deep Jyotinath. Okay. Deep Jyotinath.
My question is that I'm an aspirant I'm preparing for soldier in the army. So recently I appeared for an exam and unfortunately I was not selected for it. So after that, before that I placed such a lot of time to giving such a lot of time to reading Bhagavad Gita and chanting holy name of the Krishna and taking lots of name of Krishna. Okay, then I got disappointment because of I was not selected for it. Then after that, I knew why I'm doing all this thing. So then after that, one of the devotees here, I talked to him and he said that maybe Krishna is preparing for something big. Then after that, I thought I will take a class on this.
Yeah, I'm thankful to you that you have come and hearing Pranav. I think I have already given you the answer which I'm going to tell you. See, two things I can tell you. That the efforts are in your hands, but the results are not. So never be disturbed by the results. Because Krishna himself very clearly said a very famous verse in Bhagavad Gita. Mahaphalesu kadachan. Never expect the fruits. Karmane vadikaras. Do your duty. Mahakarma phalahe. Don't be attached to not doing your duty. We are attached to not doing our duty. Means we have to stay. We want to take rest. We don't want to go and work. So everything, whatever is happening, is under control of Lord. And that doesn't mean that I will do nothing. I will be in action. No, I will be in action. Because I will work, I will be in action for pleasure of Lord, not for my pleasure. And now he will decide that how he wants to use me. Like someone is servant and working under some, person, some malik, some owner. So he will do whimsical work or he will work as per the owner wants, boss wants. What do you do? If the boss will say that you drive a car, yes, you drive a car. If the boss will say you clean a dish, you clean a dish. So if he does whimsically, then he is not the servant. Huh? He remains the boss. So Krishna is the boss. So whatever is happening, you can put your efforts. Of course, why only military? Everywhere you put your efforts. What will click? That God will decide. Let him decide. And now, because you work for Krishna, for his satisfaction, you will give your best. Till date, you have been doing for yourself. So that is why sometimes you are lethargic, you are arsy, you don't want to do, you close the book and sleep. But now you will be more alert because you want to give the fruit to whom? Sometimes you just imagine some person whom you love most, you like most. Okay. And you also compare with yourself. Suppose you are going to buy something and the market wala is saying that this apple is just 2-3 days old, you can take it, it's still fresh. You'll be able to eat it. I will give you a discount. For yourself, you may even buy it. But for a person whom you love so much, you will know. I will take the fresh, I will take the best one. Right? Isn't it? For us, we compromise so many times. But for the person we love most, we never compromise. We want the best for that person. To express how much we love that person. Similarly, if you love Krishna, for Krishna, you will give your best, which is beyond from what you are doing yourself for your own pleasure. You know the point? Right now, maybe you are working for 8 hours, genuinely, studying 8 hours, life and soul you're giving to it. But when you do for Krishna, maybe you will increase your efforts, you will increase your dedication more. And even if you don't get the results, then you can be very with broad chest. You can say that I have tried my best. And it was up to Krishna, whatever he has given me. I am happy with it. Okay? But after genuine efforts, without any cheating, deep judging, right? Thank you so much. Nice question. Anything else? Anybody like to share?
My name is Mohammed. My question is it bad to run after money?
Again, this is a very similar question. He is running after success, you are running after money. Running is not bad unless you offer it to Krishna. Suppose whatever I get, whatever results I get, if everything I have dedicated for Krishna's pleasure, it's not mine, I understand it, then okay. So now I can just change the question. Is it okay for a sadhu to use a phone or use a laptop? Is it okay? No. Spiritual life, especially Krishna consciousness. You see ISKCON. ISKCON means International Society for Krishna Consciousness. Means you have to always remain conscious on whom? About Krishna, not yourself. International Society for Self-Consciousness. No. International Society for Krishna Consciousness. Means whatever I am doing, this laptop, this phone, I can use flight, I can use the things for pleasure of Krishna, not for me. In that mindset, I have to dovetail everything for him. That is the teaching of Bhagavad Gita. People misunderstand. People say that कर्म में धर्म कर्म करते जाओ. और क्या कर्म करे? चोर भी तो कर्म कर रहा है, चोरी कर रहा है, डाकू भी कर्म कर रहा है, डकैती कर रहा है. क्या डिफरेंस है उसका कर्म में और मेरा कर्म में? वो भी पेट पाल रहे हैं, मैं भी पेट पाल रहा हूँ. गलत क्या है? So that is what we have to understand. What Krishna is telling you, that give everything to me. All the fruits you give to me, and you do. You want money, you want, honey, no problem. Just go, understand something regarding this money, running after money.
Yeah, it's a human ones are limited. It's a natural like people are love. It's a natural. It's nature is like most of the people. But if we utilize this for the service of Krishna, for instilling the supermind, mastermind, so then you see Anandamaya Bhasha. We don't know it's there. It's telling. But this scripture is telling that Ananda, real pleasure is coming from the mastermind. So, when Tumar Konok Bhuger Janok Konoke Dari Sebo Matro. Aminir Kam Naheto Dham Tahari Malik Kevalita. Tumar Konok Bhuger Janok. You see, your money, when you are not utilized properly, it will actually only most of the people are what they're thinking to satisfy their senses. So when they are like using it for the pleasure of the mastermind, supreme personality of God, then they become really happy. It's like bhakti means Rishikesa Sevanam Bhakti. Rishikesh, who is mastermind behind this universe? The Rishikesh. Rishik means senses. Rishikesh is with the master of senses. So when we are satisfying master of senses by our sense, then automatically all the senses become satisfied.
Thank you. Any other questions? Yes. Your name, please.
My name is Deepak Das.
Deepak Das. I think my years. Yeah.
So my question to you is, how can we practice Krishna consciousness in daily life? When, like, if we are studying, maybe we are working, how can we practice?
Sorry?
How can we practice Krishna consciousness in daily life?
Yeah.
Even if we are studying or making good consciousness.
It is very easy. Prabhu just say that. Sit down. We can doctor everything with Krishna. Like you're studying. What you're studying now? When you study. So suppose you get some good results. You give that credit to Krishna. Don't take that credit yourself. And then your education, your studies are actually meant to satisfy Lord. Because by seeing that you are an educated person, you are Krishna conscious, you chant, you do bhakti, you believe in God, 1,000 more people will believe in God. More people will come to Krishna's shelter. Krishna will become satisfied or dissatisfied. He is bringing his lost children back home, back to him. How? By setting an example that this is not for, people has a misconception. Who does Hare Krishna? The illiterates, the uneducated. No. They do, they are very fortunate than us. Even if they are illiterate, they are uneducated. Even if they have not gone to school, college, but if they are doing Hare Krishna, they are much more fortunate than an educated person, than a gold medalist. So that is why we should understand that in our day-to-day life, all the activities can be done for pleasure of Lord. For example, a devotee, he wakes up early, does his morning rituals, prayers, cooks his food, offers to Krishna, honors as prasadam. He goes out for work or studies. He loyally does his duty. If he is a student, he is very ethical, he is very moral in his behavior. A devotee does hard work so that he doesn't have to, use cheating paper in exam. Sometimes what happens? You see people, they are going in your classroom only maybe. Some people take cheat notes or they don't take. Become? They take or they don't take? You take. So that is loyalty. Devotee who is Krishna conscious, he does hard work, like I was telling him, or as Deep Jyoti I was telling him, that for Krishna, now you will give your 100%, you 200%. But till date for only yourself, ase bondhu ase, posailo. You know, silent question number 1, 2, 3, 4. From different one ka kitna? But devotee is not relying on anyone else except Krishna. He is dependent only on Krishna, not sentimentally. Very, very philosophically, logically, systematically, with full faith. He believes on Krishna, and Krishna mentioned in Gita, Swadharma Nabhi Jayate. Now perform your occupational duty, don't give up your occupational duty. So he will know that I am a student and I am Krishna conscious. So I have to study nicely and perform my studies nicely so that I can write in exam, I get good marks. People will ask how you get good marks, then you can say boldly with white chest for Krishna. They will say, tell me how you get good marks. For Krishna, yes, I am telling you the truth. Then you will say, seriously, what do you do? Oh, I chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra 1 round daily. You also start, your marks will go up. I read Bhagavad Gita 15 minutes daily. You also do, your marks will go up. It is experimented scientifically. People reading Bhagavad Gita, chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra get 10 times more concentration power, 100 times more memory, more knowledge. Their mind is more peaceful. They can have more focus in the studies. Yes, even I, while my engineering, I used to study for half an hour, chant for 15 minutes. Then again study for half an hour, chant for 15 minutes. I used to never forget. Which my friends used to beat their heads whole night on the book. And next day they forgot to write the problem. You know, in engineering subject, theory of machines. There is a very long problems coming. A lot of formulas you have to remember. Around 50 formulas in one problem. 40 marks. If you don't attempt, you will fail. So all of the students will get back. I'm not saying that only devotee will pass that paper, but okay, some people are blessed. But it helped me. Personally, it helped me to focus. I didn't have to take shelter of cigarette, Charminar, Goldflex, filter, non-filter. After every weekend, my seniors used to take alcohol, drink. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, somehow they are awake, and Monday they will go to college. So this is degraded society. No culture, no ethics, animalistic life, enjoying. So till date, okay, you have done whatever you have done, you forgot. You are like delusion. Somebody told you, okay, this is the source of happiness. But once you start chanting, once you start reading Bhagavad Gita, you experience million times more happiness than what you get in alcohol, cigarette, drugs, etc., etc. So-called options available in the market. You get million times more happiness. That is guaranteed. Even now, scientific experiments. Robert Hooke University. Hare Krishna. If you want to talk, you can go outside. Sorry. Robert Hooke University, they have done an experiment stating that usually when you do some exercise or something, your brain secretes dopamine, you become happy. This is your happy hormone. And there are some endocannabinoids, DHEA hormones, which are responsible for making us stress-free. It makes us happy. It keeps us very much blissful. Makes us anti-aging effects are shown in our body. And these all hormones will be secreted by 80 million cells of your brain if you just simply chant Hare Krishna attentively. Experiment done on chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. This is the power of chanting. Now you see that we are so much unfortunate. Westerners, Russians, Americans, Australians, they are practicing this Krishna consciousness, but Indians are not. They are taking out the leftovers of Western culture. Western culture leftover. This mobile phone. Western culture leftover. The applications, we are always busy. Western culture leftovers. The fashion, shirt, pant, jeans. We feel somebody is wearing 34 days backward. Is uncultured, uneducated. No. This is our tradition. They have spoiled it. And now they are doing it and we are doing theirs, which is reason for the highest suicide rates, highest divorces, highest cancer rates, highest stress rates are because of this lifestyle, which we are following by copying them. And now they have understood, but they are not telling, because they have also made medicines with their diseases. So now they have to sell their diseases in the market of India. Second highest populated country of the world. Not first, right? Sorry. My data is out. First, best place to launch a business. Cancer medicine is already there. They're not launching because they have to sell their chemos. They have to use their radiation machines, which they've invested so much to manufacture and invent. So how you are thinking that people are not believing whatever you see in the television, in this mobile phone, whatever, all day you are eating, sleeping, like this. This has become your life. Even people stay without wife, they want to stay, they can stay without wife, but they cannot stay without phone. My small kid, I saw in Jagiroad, I went to do one yagna, it's a small kid crying, mobile, not mama. Mine is replaced with mobile. So you see the condition of present age. So that is why it's very important to become alert. After everything, whatever you have, read Gita, read Srimad Bhagavatam. It's complicated, but first you start with Gita, then read, chant Hare Krishna mantra, that is 108 times, and see the effects. We have a session, Art of Mind Control, where we teach you how to chant. If you want to still chant before that only, not wait till the session comes. You can our devotees are very helpful. You can ask how to chant in Mala. It's very easy. If you cannot take Mala, at least chant counting in your fingers. Beginners, they do like this. But at least you chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Very important. Okay. Any other questions? Yes.
I was just thinking, like, so I was reading the book Coming Back. And Prabhupada said that there are different, in every planet there is life. So I just wanted to know that if yes, then do they also know Krishna as he is, as we know him here? Or
Achha. Very simple answer for this. Krishna said, Bahunam Janmanam Ante Gyanamanam Vasudevam Sarvamiti Sa Mahatma Sudurlava. And now he has said that very, very rare, out of many species, we are fortunate that we are coming in Krishna consciousness. Out of us also very, maybe I cannot say that 1% Prabhu will go back to God definitely, but I don't know about myself. So very rare. But now we don't have the information. Krishna has not mentioned that in some planet people know about me. In one planet people know about me. But there are living beings. Prabhupada saying is there are. Prabhupada cannot say wrong things. And you see in 3000 degrees Celsius, 5000, 15,000 degree temperature also, living organisms still exist. So how can you say there are no living beings in sun? Isn't it? And in very chill temperature, minus 15,000 Celsius, still living bacteria, organisms. How can you say there is no existence of life in the farthest planets from sun, which are like icebergs?
It's actually mentioned in Bhagavatam. It's the planet system, like system, and then Uttalu is Prabhupada told is 800 miles. So that's the planet. Then Sargalur. Sargalur, then is like temples, people like the Mahalu, all the pieces of meanings. So mostly they are